So then, all dramas averted. Now it is time for Micromax pre-final A. We'll actually have a warm-up lap and a formation lap, so as normal. It's still going to be Douwe de Decker on pole position. Christopher Fegharley, after pulling off the circuit just a few moments ago with an engine issue, kart rejuvenated, will start on the front row. Adam Hideg-Zazaski and Tom Braken on row 2. Peter Sarja and Kajetan Goran are third row. Leon Zelenko and Adam Al-Azari on row number 4. The fifth row, Jan Jazawiak and Daniel Krautz. Daniel Krautz, we expect him to go through the field from 10. Been very handy all weekend long. Quite surprising to see him that far down the order in this one. Gaspar Bennett, Martin Molnar, Edgar Ampilagov, Julius Oshepa, Marcel Kerbley, Akos Kermosi and Shota Fuji. The full 17 kart grid for this pre-final. And there's the man who will lead them away, Douwe de Decker. So it will be de Decker and Fegharley on the front row, row numero uno. You see the paddock there in the background, lots of people watching, whether they have a horse in this race as it were or not. Everyone's supportive of each other in this paddock, so they'll be rooting each other along. 12 laps of this 1.16 kilometre Speed World karting circuit ahead of these drivers. The inside has been the road to be on so far this weekend. What can Christopher Fegharley do from the outside of row number 1? Where will he slot in the pack? Who's going to be at the head of the field at the end of this one? Remains to be seen, but it's going to be Douwe de Decker leading them off. And we are away this time. Douwe de Decker it is then that leads off. Adam Hideg-Zazaki in second position. And immediately there you see de Decker in the lead, signalling to Adam that we should push forward and try and leave the others behind. Third place, the 15 is Peter Sarja up to third position. And these three looking already like they may be breaking away slightly, but it's Sarja there looking as though he might look for a way past Hideg-Zazaki instead of working together to try and stay on the back of de Decker in the 4. It looks as though the 15 driver, Peter Sarja, is going to be making an attack. Top 5 all pretty much line astern. It's getting all very close-knit there in the mid-pack. Had a change there for second place. Fegharley all the way down in 6th at the end of the first lap. That's no good for him. The number 12, Hideg, a little way down the order now, down in 5th place, so he got shuffled down in that one. It's de Decker from Sarja from Jozwiak, or Jozwiak rather, and he came all the way from 9th position, and he's now in 3rd. Up the inside there goes the 79. That is Jozwiak up to 2nd place from 9th. Impressive performance so far, and we're only 3 laps into this 12-lap race. He now has 9 laps to firstly try and distance himself from Zelenko, who's now in 3rd. Also got past the 15 of Sarja. He's got that time to distance himself, but he's also got the time to chase down Douwe de Decker as we cross the line for lap 4. I'd rather suggest that Jozwiak is looking very racy there. Looks composed and looks like he has pace to give. He's looking to the inside of de Decker. De Decker closes the door. Brilliant action at the head of the field then. Still Zelenko in third position in the 21. He's also looking like he could mount a challenge. It's between these three for now. Now, will these three break away or not? The answer is no. There's going to be a new leader, and it's Jozwiak. De Decker, I think, making it relatively easy. And now Jozwiak saying, let's push forward. Now, will the other drivers comply and try and break away? Or will there be more attacking driving yet to come? We're on lap 5 of 12 here. It's a fine balance to strike, working together and fighting, all at the same time. It looks to me like De Decker wants some of this, and he does indeed, up the inside at the hairpin. Zelenko having a look as well, but not making it by. So De Decker back into the lead. Is going to let Jozwiak lead that for long. Can Jozwiak do anything to try and get back past? This is where he overtook last lap. He was not close enough. The top three, and then a little gap to Sarja in fourth. And then Adam Hideg-Ziziski in fifth position. Rather further back. Some 2.4 seconds off the lead. For now, it looks like it's all about these three. Zelenko a little bit further back there for a little while, but he made it back up in the chicane. Jozwiak looks to the inside and doesn't make it stick. Almost a duplicate of what we saw 2 laps ago from him. De Decker it is who leads then in the 4. 79 of Jozwiak and Zelenko in third. Leon Zelenko, who started 7th, and Jan Jozwiak, who started 9th. So these two have both come through the order nicely in this pre-final. All important for the finals later on. Of course, the pre-final A and pre-final B Micromax drivers will all be on the grid for the final later on. This is to determine where they'll be in the queue later on. All important for the final. Will Jozwiak have a look? Yes, he will. I think that De Decker just allowing that to happen. Zelenko in close proximity. It's all about these top three. Lap 7 of 12 here. De Decker then yielding to Jozwiak. Jozwiak in the lead. Can he break away? A little bit of steering correction there from Jozwiak going over the bump into the final section. See there, further back, battle for fifth. Hideg-Ziziski acting as a cork in the bottle, but that's all the positions further back. We'll keep our eyes trained on this lead battle. Lap 8 of 12. De Decker then, looking behind him. Zelenko still very much there. Zelenko looking like he might want to mount an attack on De Decker. And Jozwiak to gap the two ever so slightly. It's only a matter of tenths. One ever so slightly missed apex, and it's all out once again. So some good moves further back in the pack. De Decker. Lap 9 of 12. Into the hairpin, and Zelenko is through. So De Decker down to third place. It looks to the outside, that would be brave. He's lining himself up to try and get a good run down this back straight. He has got a good run. He's also got the outside line. Not sure if that's going to work. It doesn't. Zelenko defending. All great news for Jozwiak, of course. Out front and distancing the other two. You can see there a noticeably larger gap, 7/10, actually 8/10 of a second between first and second place, and Zelenko now in second. Dawe De Decker down to third, started on pole. And our leader, Jozwiak, started in ninth, and he's really done what he needed to do. If he finishes where he's currently situated, he will be on the front row for the Micromax final, and that is exceedingly important for his chances to take the Grand Festival 2018 title here at Speed World in Austria. Zelenko then. Gap hasn't really gone up by terribly much this time. Zelenko still holding off to Decker. Peter Zaja, some 3.5 seconds off the lead and over 2.5 seconds back from De Decker. So he's pretty much cemented his position. He's also got 3 seconds between himself and Christopher Fegh-Harley with that new engine. 2.9 seconds back from Zaja in 5th position. Entering the last lap then. And De Decker still lining up Zelenko. We're on the final lap once we've gone through this last chicane. Jozwiak, all he has to do really is have a clean lap now. He's got a second in his back pocket. Zelenko will want to hold off De Decker. Pre-final A decides the inside line of the rolling start. So Jozwiak essentially driving to pole here. And Zelenko and De Decker getting into the back of each other there. There's Jozwiak. Rounds the final turns, and in the pre-final A for the Micro Max, it is Jozwiak who takes the win. Zelenko punches the air. De Decker in 3rd position. Crossing line a distant 4th is Zaja. Fegh-Harley crosses the line for 5th. We continue to focus on the leaders. Al Azhari in 6th. Braken in 7th. Goran in 8th. And Pilagov and Hidek Szyszki, who fell down the order somewhat, to 10th. The remainder of the top 10. We'll see the full results in just a second. There we are, Jozwiak winning it by a second from Zelenko. Douwe De Decker, Peter Zaja and Christopher Fegh-Harley, the top 5. We ran through the top 10 earlier. Daniel Krautz didn't come through as expected. 10.8 seconds further back. Gaspar Bennett, Martin Molnar, Julius Ochepa, Fuji, Kerbley and Kamosi, the remainder of the order in pre-final A.